I'm not pregnant. I have fibroids. They were trying to take me out, y'all.
Subscribe.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing. In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, trifling, difficult. Let more. I don't know why you love me. Yeah. You got it bad for me, babe. I'm not so glad that I can have this, babe. Nobody is true.
Hey guys, so I'm currently on the couch. My doctor prescribed a new medication for me, and it has been giving me some really interesting side effects. So I have been having really bad hot flashes, really fatigued, and I don't know, we'll see. I just started it. It's called Myomectomy. It's supposed to be used to shrink your fibroids. So I've been on it for a couple of days, and I'm trying to see if there's any results with this. So I'm currently laying on the couch. I'm really tired. I did prep my meal, so I'm gonna eat soon, but I just wanted to check in with you guys because honestly, I don't know what it is about this medication, but it's just a lot right now. I do have my therapy session in the next 2 hours, so I'm gonna talk about it with my therapist and try to get some things resolved. But I just wanted to check in with you guys, so I will see you guys soon.
All right, take my pills. This is Myomectomy. This is my sulfate. First sulfate, basically this is an iron pill. This is the pill that I take to shrink my fibroids. This was prescribed by my doctor, so I've been taking this for, it's going to be a month. I do have a refill coming in shortly. This pill, these pills alone are over $1,000 a month, which is absolutely crazy. Thank God I have insurance, so I only pay $5 a month. But this is expensive for a pill to be just shrinking fibroids. My doctor prescribed this to me before I had my surgery in December. If you don't know, my surgery was postponed for December because my hemoglobin was too low. I am severely anemic. The regular, I guess, number to have is 11. Mine is a 6, which means I am severely anemic. And my doctor did say that if I ever feel lightheaded, I should go to the ER because it's abnormal. I'm very abnormally severely anemic. But this particular pill it's really expensive. And on top of that, this pill is supposed to shrink my fibroids until I get it to my surgery in December. They moved it to December 19th, which is a few days before Christmas. But I'm supposed to take this particular pill before I get my myomectomy with water. You can take this with food or after your food, or you can just take this with nothing in your stomach. I usually kind of take this after I eat, so I did finish just eating. You guys did see that Super Bowl I just made. So I'm going to take these now. Hey guys, okay, so I'm about to get ready to go out, but I wanted to shoot this video before I actually leave my home. So here is a little update on my uterine fibroids. Now, as you guys know, well, some of you may know that I was supposed to get my surgery on September 19th of 2022. But a couple of days before my surgery, my doctor did call me and she spoke with me and said I had 2 options, just depending on where my labs were. So she told me that I would either one, come in that day of surgery and get surgery done, but come in a little bit early because I would need a blood transfusion. Now you're asking, why do you need a blood transfusion instead? Okay, so the reason why I needed a blood transfusion was because my hemoglobin was too low. The average is 11. Mine is particularly a number 6. Yeah, a number 6. That's below bare minimum, sis. My doctor was basically saying that you are abnormally low. You, like, are you feeling okay? And I told her, I'm like, yeah, I feel fine. Like, I feel a little bit weak and fatigued, but if anything, I feel fine. And she was like, yeah, if you feel very faint or weak, you need to go to the hospital because you are abnormal. Like, you should be at 11 or above. So she's like, we can do it that way. You can get a blood transfusion the day of, or what we can do is that we can schedule you out for 3 months ahead. Mind you, this was all during Mercury retrograde, right? And shout out to Danae, one of my subscribers, Danae. She called it out. She was like, before anything, it was like a couple weeks before my surgery, she wrote in the live chat and she was like, Cynthia, is there a way that you can move your surgery day? And I'm like, why? And she's like, oh, because you're literally having surgery around Mercury retrograde. And I'm just like, no, like, I'll be fine. Like, I wasn't worried about it because I do not plan my life around Mercury retrograde because I want to live my life blissfully. I want to live my life freely. I don't want to have to constantly think of like a Mercury retrograde coming in like doomsday and ready to kind of like, you know, curb up my life within those period of time that we do have them. So I was like, I'm not thinking about that. Like, I'm being positive. I really want to get my myomectomy done. Like, I wasn't really thinking about that. So when a couple of days before my surgery, you know, everyone of my loved ones were asking me like, oh, you know, do you have, you know, are you nervous? Are you nervous? Are you nervous? And I wasn't nervous at all. And they're like, oh no, something's going on. Like, you're not gonna get surgery. And I'm like, why is everybody saying that? I have surgery on Monday. And they're like, no, you're too calm. You're too calm. Like, your witchy spiritual juju side is basically telling you, sis, it ain't gonna happen. And I'm like, no, like seriously, like 2 days before my surgery, my myomectomy, my heart was racing a little bit. I was a little bit, you know, nervous. But I didn't want to tell anybody I was nervous because I didn't want people to worry about me. And on top of that, you know, I was like, you know what? I just gotta thug it out. Like, thug life. We gotta thug it out. Like, you gotta thug it out this surgery, right? So I was like, you know what? And I have a really strong pain tolerance. So I thought, you know what? This is gonna be easy breezy. Like, this is not like a very invasive procedure. It's a very invasive. Like, she was basically going to do like 4 incisions, and I'll put like a diagram of what a myomectomy looks like laparoscopically so you guys kind of know what it is. They do a small C-section incision. It's not a large C-section incision compared to how when they take a child out of you, but it's maybe half of that size. And they do an incision in your belly, and they do also 2 more incisions on top of your belly button, and that's where they basically take the robotic arms and stick them inside of your stomach and actually grabs all of the fibroids in a sack or a bag. That's how my doctors explained it to me. And she will literally just pull out the fibroids out of the small C-section incisions that she was going to be making below my belly button. So I will leave like a diagram here so you guys kind of figure out what it looks like and where the incisions are placed. So I was like, okay, that's nothing. Like, I can thug that out, you know, get my bio oil on check, make sure that, you know, I don't kilo, I don't scar. I have my bio oil. I was drinking Gatorade because they gave me really strict pre-op or pre-surgical procedures before coming in on that Monday. So I had to drink Gatorade. I couldn't drink anything red. I had to stop eating at a certain particular time the night before surgery. So I was ready. Like, I had my Gatorade already ready. She either told me yellow, green, or any other color other than red Gatorade. I was ready. I was prepared. So when she called me like 2 days before my surgery, I was kind of like, she's like, what do you want to do? Like, it's up to you. We can do the blood transfusion and have your surgery on Monday, or we can just wait on December. I'm like, you know what? My spirit guides, you know, spirit God is saying, you know what, Sin, wait it out. She's like, if you want to wait it out, Sin, like, you can wait it out because that can in time boost up your hemoglobin so that you can have enough blood cells or enough blood for that, so that we can have the surgery. Because essentially, if I were to have the surgery, I would essentially bleed out, and that's why I would need a blood transfusion. So I was like, you know what, this is a sign. My spirit guide is telling me, Cynthia, you can wait, get your hemoglobin up, get your spinach, get your kale, drink your green juices, get this hemoglobin up. I said, you know what, doctor, I'm not gonna have it on Monday. Thank you for calling me. I am going to schedule it out for December. She's like, great, perfect. I'm gonna put you on the schedule for December 19th and we're going to schedule out the surgery. In the meantime, I am going to prescribe you 2 medications. One was iron pills, which I have been taking before, and I kind of stopped taking them because the constipation, and on top of that, how it makes me feel so groggy, I would take it sporadically, and that's probably why my hemoglobin was so low. So do not be like me, and please take your medication. Prescribe you Myomectomy, which I am taking currently right now, which I did explain a little bit about it previously in this video. It is a new medication that has been on the market that is known to shrink fibroids before going into surgery. My fibroids are a size of grapefruits and small tennis balls in grapes. I have more than one. I personally feel like I did look at my CT scans and my ultrasounds and everything like that. I do have a large fibroid on my left side, and she wants to really pretty much tackle that one before going into surgery. So she prescribed the medication for me so that I can shrink them down, so that it'll be a lot more easier for her to kind of go in, and plus less incisions. So I said, you know what, like, let's do that. Like, let me try this medication. So I've been on the medication for a month. I just got my new refill literally yesterday, which today is Monday. They FedExed this, so it came yesterday. And so far on Myomectomy, I've had a little bit of side effects. I'm not gonna lie, I've had hot flashes like a mug. I'm very fatigued. I don't really like to do anything when I'm taking Myomectomy. I get kind of lazy, so I kind of push myself to go out, and plus I do Pilates 2 to 3 times a week, so it kind of pushes me to get out of the house because I do work from home. I am an entrepreneur, so I package all of my orders from home, so I'm more than likely 99.9% of the time inside of my home. Really pushing myself to go out, like, you know, go out with my friends, like go out, you know, pack orders instead of like having the postman come pick them up from the home. Go to USPS, drop off your packages, like get out of the house. So it is making me feel really sluggish, really slow. I do also experience sometimes headaches as well, but she just told me to just take a shot of coffee, and I'm half Dominican, y'all. Like, I love my coffee. My coffee, and I can't say that I've stayed away from coffee. As you guys can see, I'm drinking green tea, iced green tea from Starbucks. I haven't had coffee maybe like in a month or 2, so I've been really trying to stay off caffeine, because caffeine can really lead to a lot of side effects, and also it can create a lot of ailments in the body. So I've been kind of staying away from caffeine. The foods that I've been eating while I'm on my fibroids, everybody has been wanting to know, so I'm going to tell you the things that I have cut out of my diet, and that's why I have slimmed down extremely. A lot of people have been complimenting me on my weight. A lot of people have been asking me what am I doing as far as my weight loss. A lot of people have been telling me, like, girl, like what is the magic? Tell me. And it's pretty much, these are the things that I cut out, that I had to cut out because I have fibroids. No dairy, no bread, nothing white, starch, potatoes. I can't have any of that. I don't drink any coffees. I drink a lot of teas though. Also with my fibroids, I can't have any pastas. So again, no starch, no milk, no bread. So I haven't had any milk, bread, or starch in a year. So I've been able to keep this weight down. I'm currently 160 pounds. Sometimes I fluctuate from 155 to 160, and that's only because of my diet change. And the reason why I changed my diet up, because I talked a little about this in my first fibroid video. I had extreme pains every month to the point where I had to go to the ER because of that's how much pain my fibroids were causing me. They were trying to take me out, y'all. Like, when I tell you, I told the doctor literally, please give me morphine, and morphine was the only thing that could stop my pain. I went to the ER. My fibroids got really bad last year before I brought my home. So during my home buying process, I was dealing with my fibroids. I looked like I was 3 months pregnant. If I have any videos, I will edit them and put them in there for you guys, but I looked 3 months pregnant, and people were asking me, like, you know, are you pregnant? Like, you know, asking me like, when am I due? And I'm just like, I'm not pregnant. I have fibroids. My fibroids were so big, I was bloated to the point where I looked 3 months pregnant. It made me feel really self-conscious as well, because it's like my limbs were so skinny, my legs were so skinny. I was like so in shape and in tone, because I'm not a gym girl, but I like to keep myself up, right? Like, I like to if I'm not doing Pilates, which I'm incorporating now in my lifestyle right now, I was at the gym, I was lifting weights, I was on the treadmill, I was on the stairs. I was a very active girl. I was at least in the gym 2 to 3 times a week. Imagine like everything being skinny, your face is chiseled, your arms are chiseled, your legs are chiseled, and you look 3 to 2 months pregnant. It's just the inflation, the irritation of the fibroids there. Calms down inflation is green tea. So I drink a lot of green tea, ginger. I've been incorporating a lot of ginger to my smoothies. A lot of things that are inflammatory I've been adding to my food so that I can kind of control the size of my stomach. Usually when I'm eating super clean, which I eat clean 98% of the time, my stomach is flat. I will show you guys a picture if you like my Lori Harvey Pilates video. Like my stomach is flat. I had fibroids because I didn't know it ran in my family until I had a conversation with my grandmother and my mother, and they told me, yeah, we had fibroids. I'm like, y'all didn't tell me this. Like, it's very prevalent in the Black community, which is, it's not talked enough. I feel like now we're getting a little buzz about fibroids and what it can do to you and the side effects, Black stigma, and about Black women like enduring so much and Black women having to be strong, and then we're having to deal with fibroids on top of that. It's just like the Black women is immaculate. Being a Black woman is immaculate. Being a Black woman is strong. Being a Black woman is powerful. Being a Black woman is magic. Ailments that are only set the bar for us. Yes, there are Caucasian and of color people who have fibroids, but it's prevalent in the Black community, prevalent in Black women and brown women. One of the options that my doctor asked me, she was like, Cynthia, if we can either try to get you pregnant and then see how the fibroids react, whether they, one, either smother the child, and then we're like, yeah, we have to take them out immediately, or two, remove them while you have children. And I didn't want to run that risk of me like having to sacrifice a child just to see if I would bring it to full term, because of, God forbid that I get pregnant and all of a sudden like my fibroids are smothering my child, and I would have to go into an emergency C-section or an emergency, labor. And I didn't want that. I didn't want my pregnancy to be a high risk. I don't have any children yet. My option was my myomectomy. It was the option. I was like, I'm not having kids anytime yet. Let me just get the myomectomy. So I decided to get the myomectomy. I did go to acupuncturist as well. Shout out to my girl Leah, but she also recommended me to somewhere around my home, a facility where they kind of like give you some sort of treatments as far as acupuncture, because Moxie does help with your fibroids. If you guys don't know what Moxie is, I will kind of like leave a video if I can find of how Moxie is used to kind of like pass. It looks like sage. It literally looks like sage.
So what is moxibustion, and how is it different, or how does it balance with acupuncture?
お灸と針と両方大事で、針を刺した横からお灸でずっと温めて、針のところからずっともっと中にで、人間は冷たいより温かい方が体にいいから。
Pass around the abdominal area, and kind of like the Moxie irritates the fibroids. But shout out to my homegirl Leah, my acupuncturist. She really helped me with, especially with the pain tolerance, and like especially with the pain, she helped me a lot. She kind of like changed up my diet as well. She did my acupuncture. So if you guys want more information, I will link it down below as well. You guys follow her on social media. She's absolutely amazing, and she's my acupuncturist, and I love her as my boo. And the facility also gave me a concoction, which was a tea. It was like a Japanese tea, because it's a herbalist or a Japanese facility acupuncturist. So they gave me a tea which did not taste good at all. I did leave that in my other fibroids video, so if you guys want to know more information about that tea, because that tea does actually shrink your fibroids as well, but it's just more so of a holistic way. And you guys know that being holistic or going holistic as far as trying to treat ailments, it's a slower time frame. I did the teas for at least a good 6 to 8 months. The tea did work. I still have some more, and I do sip on that occasionally as well. And also I'm taking the Myomectomy in both of those aspects, holistic and taking the medication. I hope that it just shrinks them a little bit more smaller, so that when I get into surgery on that table, surgery will be kind of smooth sailing. Surgery is about 2 hours. I was told by my doctor, so I'll be able to walk after my surgery, but I won't be able to drive. So I would have to have my mother. She will be there with me to kind of like drive me around. And plus, y'all know I got a Jeep. It's lifted 3 inches off the ground, so I cannot literally get into my Jeep. So my mom will be driving me around for the first couple of weeks, because the recovery is about 6 weeks. But my doctor told me that I'll be able to walk immediately after surgery. I won't be able to lift anything. I won't be able to bend anything. I won't be able to take Pilates. Shout out to Club Pilates. But so they've been really supportive about that. So I won't be able to walk or bend down or anything like that. I'll be able to take a shower and stuff like that. I won't be able to walk, to kind of drive my car or my Jeep or get in my Jeep, because you know these are incisions and you don't want the incisions to kind of unravel. So I'm going to probably wait maybe 3 to 2 weeks before I actually drive. That is, I think, pretty much all the questions that you guys wanted to know. If you guys want to know the things I've been eating while, you know, with my fibroids, I do have videos on my channel as well. Check out my Lori Harvey video. Check out my first uterine fibroids video. I have a lot of information in that video as well. If you guys have any other questions, please leave them down below so that I can answer them probably in an updated video, or I will just answer them simply in a Q&A. Maybe I'll try a Q&A, or I'll just, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Q&A. I don't even know what else I can actually think of. You guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you guys love this content. If you love me, be part of the tribe. Please follow me on all social medias. There will be links somewhere down below. I love you guys so much. Please like this video, comment below your thoughts, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.